Employee engagement. By the end of this module, you'll be able to understand what is meant by the term employee engagement, identify engaged and disengaged employees by their attitudes and behaviour, know the benefits of improving engagement and how to do it. What is employee engagement? Employee engagement involves motivating employees to give their best every day and go the extra mile, commit to an organisation's goals, share ideas for improvement, contribute to the organisation's success, feel proud and loyal, commit to a long-term career at the company. Engagement is defined by 3 factors: thoughts, feelings and actions. The actions of every employee are determined by what they think and how they feel. Managers create the environment in which their teams operate. Managers are undoubtedly the most significant determinants of what our people think, feel and do at work, and therefore of the extent to which they are engaged. Thoughts. An employee's perception of the organisation they work for and their role within it. Is the business well organised? Are there clear short and long-term objectives? Feelings. This describes an employee's emotional response to the work they do, the workplace culture, leadership, etc. Do they feel proud? Do they feel a sense of belonging? Actions. This covers the performance and behaviour resulting from an employee's thoughts and feelings. Ultimately, actions define what type of employee they are. Different types of employee behaviour. There are 4 main types of employee, ranging from engaged to actively disengaged. These are performers, spectators, cynics, and victims. We all have the capacity to behave as performers, spectators, cynics, and victims. This isn't about who we are, but instead about what we've experienced. Performers. Performers are engaged employees who enjoy their work and have high levels of energy and enthusiasm. They are more likely to seek challenges and share their ideas for improvement. You can help performers by rewarding and supporting them, making them instrumental to change and innovation. It's also important to provide development opportunities aligned to their aspirations and encourage them to be a role model to others. Spectators. Spectators are employees who are not engaged. They feel left out of the decision-making process and believe any suggestions they have will go unheard. As a result, they gain little satisfaction from their work and lack enthusiasm. It's easy to turn even the keenest employee into a spectator once they feel ignored. You can help spectators by showing them how much you value their work and their opinions. Give them lots of feedback and ensure that their voice is heard. Cynics. Cynics are actively disengaged team members who actually think and feel negatively about their work. This can become very wearing for their colleagues. You can help cynics by putting an immediate stop to any unacceptable behaviour. Be clear on standards and rules. Show empathy. Work with them to discover the causes of their current behaviour and work together to eradicate them. If possible, try to focus the individual on a time when their skills and experience enabled them to make a positive contribution. Find something for them to work on with a performer. Victims. Victims are also actively disengaged, but unlike cynics, they've lost the desire to share this with others. Effectively, they have internalized the negative thoughts and feelings they have about their work. You can help victims by showing empathy and acknowledgement. Work with them to understand the contributory factors and agree positive actions to make them feel engaged. Talk to them about their aspirations and explore how you can make the best use of their skills and experience. The 4 enablers. The 2009 MacLeod Review was a government-sponsored review of the benefits and drivers of employee engagement in UK businesses. Let's look at the 4 common themes that emerged from the research. Strategic narrative, engaging managers, employee voice and integrity. Strategic narrative. The strategic narrative comprises of the stories that we share about our organisation. These stories should be compelling, authentic, and give us belief in where the company is heading. As a manager, you should enable people to see the big picture, the organisation's purpose, where it has come from and where it is going. Be transparent in times of change and create a shared understanding of what success looks like. Ensure people see you as approachable and are comfortable to discuss any issues with you. Set aside regular briefings to keep your team up to date with key messages from the business and help them to contextualize those messages. Hold a monthly team meeting to discuss objectives, change, performance and values. And undertake some of the key tasks performed by your team from time to time in order to experience them from their perspective. Engaging managers focus on their people, give them scope to achieve, treat them as individuals and support them. As a manager, you should agree clear and challenging objectives with every member of your team, which align with the vision and objectives of the business. Invest time in coaching your people and give sincere developmental feedback on their performance. Recognize that providing great feedback takes effort and is evidence-based. Tackle performance issues by showing empathy and empowering the individual to build on their strengths and address any challenges. Know your people, understand their aspirations, and help them to plan their development. Be discreet and trustworthy at all times. Employee voice. Employee voice describes the extent to which the views of employees are used to inform and enrich the decisions that are made. As a manager, you should ensure every individual is given the opportunity to share their views. Every member of your team should perceive that doing so is something that you value. Ensure your team can see that their views help to shape your decisions, and where possible, empower them to make decisions about issues that affect them. Build rapport and have regular check-ins with every member of your team. A daily 60-second supervision is a great way to create the space in which individuals can share their views with you. Ensure your people complete engagement surveys. Value their responses and take time to understand them. Use their feedback to enhance engagement. Integrity. Integrity means that an organization's values are manifested in day-to-day behaviors. There is no say-do gap. Promises made are promises kept, or an explanation is given as to why not. As a manager, you should set clear standards of excellence and reinforce them by rewarding desired behaviors. Look for examples of people bringing our values to life and showcase them. Be a role model. Be truthful, open-minded, and responsive when suggestions are made, giving credit to those who deserve it and being fair and consistent. Report back on success of goals and priorities set by the organization, particularly comments made by senior managers. We hope you found this module useful. You should now know what employee engagement is and how best to achieve it.